Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Ayash Gabar from the GMS Virginia camp, coming at you with another short lesson that I pray that you find edifying. And as the title reads, horror in New York City as man murders 4 family members and sets home on fire and stabs police. So there are spirits that's out there that are doing the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that is laying on, sore strokes amongst the people. And the people don't understand what's going on. They look at these people as being crazy or psychotic or whatever, not realizing that these are spirits that's on the people that's causing them, to go on murder sprees and death kills and stuff like that. So before I go on any further with reading the article, I'm going to break out a scripture. And it's the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 12, and it reads, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." And the love of many is waxing cold. People aren't caring about the emotions of anybody but themselves. And in most cases, they don't even care about their own emotions, So you're going to see a lot of instances like this escalate. You're going to see a lot of death. You're going to see a lot of blood, run rapid in the streets because people are just losing it, People are just losing it. Salakia for that. People are just losing it, and these spirits have taken hold of them, and are doing the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but again, they don't understand why. So, reading on with the article, it reads, "A New York man murdered 4 family members, including 2 children, as well as attacking 2 police officers and setting the home on fire. A 61-year-old woman remains in hospital critical condition after Courtney Gordon attacked 7 people in Queens on Sunday morning. Gordon, age number 38, was shot and killed by a police officer as he left the crime scene with luggage, reported by WABC. Family members say that he tried to get Gordon help for mental health issues several months ago. He had lost his job as a rideshare driver when his car broke down, and his family says that he was on medication, but had to stop taking it. So here it is. This man was on medication, Salakia. I don't know what medication that he was on, but I'm assuming there had to be some type of medication that, helped him think right, some type of psychotic medication, you know what I mean? 2 officers who were slashed by Gordon at the scene were released from the hospital on Sunday night. Officials say that an 11-year-old girl was found dead on the ground outside the home in Far Rockaway. And in case you didn't know, Far Rockaway is in Queens neighborhood. Firefighters had to put out a couch that was set on fire inside the home, and the bodies of a 12-year-old boy, a 44-year-old woman, a 30-year-old man were found outside. So these people were deaded. You know what I'm saying? They were deadites. about the time the police came. The suspect had a previous arrest for strangulation during a domestic incident, according to the TV station. So here it is. This man, has a history of violence, you know, which is probably why he was on medication. Reading on, he was like, he was like, he was, he was, he like, he's just very defensive towards everybody verbally. You could see that the clues of what he was, what he did, you just seeing it. Like, I don't know who wrote this article. Like, he would yell very loud at the top of his voice, so it like kind of would bring everybody into this, kind of let me not talk to him, because I don't know if he's going to know what he's about, said Sean McCoy. That's a Jake. That's a Jake. You always find these Jakes, that give interviews with the reporters, and like when you listen to the Jake talk, it's like, oh my goodness, really, you pick a true one, to represent the conversation, or the incident, and it never fails, what type of broken, anyhow, let me move on. That's another conversation for another day. Officials have not yet released the identities of the victims. The weapon that was used to injure the officers, a typical kitchen steak knife, and at this time is the only weapon we recovered, NYPD Chief Department Jeffrey Madry told reporters. So here it is, you got this Jake, that went off, just started killing people for what seems to be no apparent reason. But we of Yahweh Shem Yahushai understand that, nothing happens for no reason, A man just doesn't do things like this without being sanctioned by the Most High, to do it. So, the book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So, we of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai understand that there are spirits created for vengeance. Meanwhile, the rest of the people are looking at it from a carnal perspective, assuming that, this man was just crazy. Nah, he wasn't just crazy, he was plagued with demons, that had this man go on a killing spree and just start killing men, women, and children, So he did exactly what the Lord commanded him to do. Well, the spirits did exactly what they were commanded to do, and that was to plague this man, to have him go on and kill. But, instances like this are just going to get worse and worse, Every day, things are getting worse. It's not going to get better. In fact, it's going to get so bad that, it's going to get to the point where, a lot of people are just going to stay in the house because you're really not going to know who's out to get you until they actually come and get you, Verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. So these people were put to death because they had done something in the spirit. Well, they had done something in this life or in their previous life, to be judged the way that they were judged by this man, These people had done something in either this life or their previous lives for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to pass judgment the way that he did, and the understanding of that revelation boggles the people's mind. Oh no, the Lord's not gonna kill children and, kill women and stuff like that. Nah, you don't understand the Lord. You don't understand judgment. You know, you you, you don't understand the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The book of Job, chapter 4 and verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent. So a lot of people look at this as, oh, the children, they were beautiful. Now, don't get me wrong. Children are a beautiful thing, when they come into the world. Children are a beautiful thing when they're under obedience to their parents. Children are a beautiful thing when they're doing the right thing, but, who's to say that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua didn't create these children and bring them back in a different body just to be judged by this man? So these are the things that the people are or will have a hard time grasping, because they've been fed this bullshit that, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is good all the time. When in fact, the scriptures tell you that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua loves judgment. And judgment was passed. Reading on with the book of Job, chapter 4 and verse 7. Or where were the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. So who's to say that these people haven't reaped iniquity or sown iniquity? Unless you're trying to follow the ways, or unless you're trying to find Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you're just going off. There's no hedge about you if you are not seeking the Lord. So if you're not seeking the Lord, then, these demons, seek you out and destroy you. These are the things that the people need to understand. These are the things that are about to plague the earth. Great death. At the hands of people who have got wicked spirits on them. And so what are you going to do in that day when Yahweh Hashem Yahushua pass judgment on you who have not gone out, to seek the Lord? Because I'm pretty sure that these people didn't wake up that day and say, well, it's going to be a beautiful day. Let me prepare for my death. Nah. These people probably woke up that day eating abominable foods and doing abominable things and not praying unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, assuming that day would be like the day before. They had no idea that judgment was going to be passed the way that it was passed. And that's why the scriptures say it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the true and living power. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because you don't know when your time is. You don't know when that hour is where you're going to be judged. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have walked past this man during the course of that day and were not judged by that man. Only these people were judged by that man. So even in that case where Yahweh Hashem Yahushua could have passed judgment on anybody who walked past this man just before he committed these crimes, these people don't realize that they were given a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because if this man didn't get you when you walked past him before he committed these deaths, count it a blessing. But, a lot of people don't look at it that way. They'll sit back and they'll sit back and do whatever it is that they've been doing, their entire lives, assuming that they've gotten lucky. Oh man, shit, I was lucky he didn't get me. I walked past him 10 minutes before he did this. Nah, that's not luck, In all honesty, that's mercy from Yahweh Shem Yahushua that, he didn't judge you at that moment. You see, a lot of people don't understand or know, the power of the Bible. They don't understand Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They don't understand the fact that, the Lord is merciful. They don't understand these things. They don't understand that instances like this could be a way for, the Lord to show the other people, hey, this can happen to you if you don't get right. Or even if you are an Israelite, this, the same thing can happen to you if you don't get in line, and teach the right doctrine and teach the names and stuff like that of myself and my son, which the names are Yahweh Yahweh Shai. So these people don't understand that these judgments are just going to get worse. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Just wait until when the time of Jacob's trouble come, and your neighbor's kicking down your door and doing exactly the same thing that this Jake did, to these unsuspecting people. The difference at that point is you're going to know who's doing this to you, because the scriptures say your neighbor shall spoil and take away your goods. So of all these things that's happening in the world, the people are just lulled back to sleep and not willing to search after the Lord. And then during the time of judgment, you're going to have their family members weeping and crying and saying, oh, he was a good man or she was a good woman. Oh, he or she left behind children. Nah, Yahweh Shem Yahushua don't care about that. Yahweh Shem Yahushua don't care about who you left behind or what you thought was good in your own sight. Unless you're following the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to the best of your ability, although we know that salvation is built upon faith, but you still have to try to follow the law to the best of your ability. You're not to go out there and eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobsters. You're not to shave off your beard if you're a male, or commit adultery if you're a male or a female, or commit fornication, or be a Mo, or all of these things are in the law. Which is why we have grace from the law. But we still have to follow the law. We establish it. Show me thy faith by thy works, and I will show you. How's it go? Hold on a second. Let me get it. I don't want to butcher it. Faith without works. Salakia. Let me see if this is it. Con, the book of James, chapter 2 and verse 18. Yea, a man might say, thou hast faith, I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show ye and I will show thee my faith by my works. So, you have to have works in order to demonstrate your faith, So you don't want to eat crab, shrimp, pork, and lobsters and stuff like that, the things that the Lord told you not to do. You don't want to do those things. When in fact, you want to try to stay away from them things. And I'm pretty sure that those people who got judged that day have heard about the Hebrew Israelites and, have been warned. Whoever died being innocent. So instances like this are just going to get worse. Death is going to be at a greater rate. And this is just the beginning of sorrows, because when Jacob's trouble happened and you can't dial 911 and you have no power or no communications or no access to anything, no running water or, be able to go outside and, go where it is that you want to go in peace. When Jacob's trouble happened, then a lot of people's going to want to repent and turn back, or not even turn back, because these people just don't know. A lot of people is going to seek the Lord, and they're not going to be able to find them. They're going to look for the prophets, and these men aren't going to be there. So now is your time to get this word, and I'm pretty sure that those people that have been deadited are up in the spirit world wishing or thinking that it would have been a smart thing for them to, seek Yahweh Hashem Yahushai before they got plagued with a gruesome death. I'm pretty sure that they're up in heaven saying, yeah, I should have repented. Don't let that be you. So I like to end this lesson off on that. Things are just going to get worse. There's going to be a great death in Babylon the Great, and everything is just getting worse day by day. It's not getting better. Very soon these people are going to realize how bad it's going to get, how worse it's going to get. It's going to get to the point where you could be walking down the street, just after you just ate a pork, egg, and cheese sandwich, and get dead-eyed by anyone, and that's judgment. The time is coming here real soon where your life is going to be held in a balance. And you're not going to know where your destruction comes from. And then you're going to be fearful. Instances like this are for examples. Instances like this should be looked at as examples on what to look for, because instances like this is going to be the norm. So I like to end off on that. And so I like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Ayash Kabar from the GMS Virginia camp, signing out. And into the next lesson, Adamar Matazah, Wa Shalom.